Howdy do, folks. It's your old Uncle Jason here, serving you up a hearty spiritual meal. And today we're going to go through the book of Isaiah, chapter 6. Yesterday was chapter 5. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go and find you that video and give it a good looking over, because you're going to need it in the coming days. So let's get into the book of Isaiah, chapter 6. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twine he covered his face, and with twine he covered his feet, and with twine he did fly. And one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is filled with his glory. And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. And then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips. I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips, for mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hands, which he had taken with the tongs from under the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord, saying, Whom shall I send, and whom will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go, and tell this people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of these people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and convert, and be healed. And then said I, Lord, how long? And he said, Unto the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten, and the till tree, and as an oak, whose substance is in them when they cast their leaves. So the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. Now, I got to tell you, that's some heavy word. Preaching to a people whose ears will be shut, and whose eyes will be shut as well, and hearts we will not be perceiving. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure where that goes or what that entails. But I do know, based on the last portion of that chapter, there's going to come a time where the only thing that will sustain you is your faith and love in the Lord. Supernatural provisions. The leaves of the trees shall be used for the healing of nations. There's going to come a time when all will be desolate, and only the things that God hath given you will sustain you. If that is the case, then we best be getting a hold of this. If I am wrong, then may the Lord be glorified, but still be ready nonetheless, because there's a time a-coming that never was nor never will be again. At least those days be limited, and no flesh shall survive. And that's a grim, grim outlook for the things to come. But I assure you, because the Lord liveth, we can face tomorrow. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And that thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and believe in thy heart that God raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. For with your mouth confession is turned into salvation. And that is all there is to it, folks. Give your life to Christ and see that He don't open up the doors to things that you don't even know, that you won't even be allowed to utter. For you were made to sit in heavenly places. I encourage you to meditate on this today. Reread chapter 6, as I'm going to, because I need to feel this. I need to get this in my spirit. And just like what the cherubim did for Isaiah, you approach the Lord and you are humble. He will sanctify you and allow you in His presence, and you'll converse with Him. All you got to do is mean business with God. So, without further ado, and without further gilding the lily, I will say this much. I hope that this word be sown on good ground, that would bring it forth fruit that would glorify you, glorify the Lord. I pray that He lead, guide, teach, and instruct you, and that His name be glorified in your lives. So until we meet again, folks, stay safe, stay blessed, and as always, stay in the shadow of the Almighty. This is your old Uncle Jason, signing off.